What's up, guys? The Fed has stepped in to bail out Silicon Valley Bank, but we're not quite out of the woods yet, as now we're seeing troubles at a much larger bank. So we're going to talk about that and how this is all affecting Bitcoin, Terra Classic, and the whole crypto market. All right, so here we have Bitcoin. Saw this huge pump in the last few days now, hitting resistance. We're going to talk about that in a second, and of course, Terra Classic. But first, real quick, look at this. Troubles now at Credit Suisse prompt broader market sell-off. So we're seeing troubles at Credit Suisse, and the Credit Suisse stock has taken a 25% nosedive today. And so the question is Credit Suisse going to be the next bank to fail? And this is a much larger bank than Silicon Valley Bank. I believe it's about 5 times the size of Silicon Valley Bank. So is this going to continue to be a domino effect where banks, just bigger and bigger banks, start failing and the entire banking system begins to collapse? We'll see. It's getting very interesting. So we'll see what happens. But moving on to Bitcoin and Terra Classic. So as you can see, Terra Classic following the Bitcoin price. We saw Bitcoin have this big pump, now coming down a little bit. Terra Classic doing the same thing, pumping up, now coming down a bit. So Terra Classic really following the Bitcoin price, just like the whole market is right now. So let's look at Bitcoin, see where it's likely to be heading. So we saw this huge pump over the last few days as banks were failing. Now we've hit some resistance, come down a bit, but seem to be supported by this huge horizontal support. So zooming out on the weekly, we are seeing this weekly resistance that we've had for months and months, and we're hitting that resistance right now. The weekly candle right under that resistance. So if we want to see this uptrend continue, then we want to see this weekly candle close above this resistance, and that candle is going to close in the next 4 days. So we'll see if we can get this price up into the 25, 26K level again before the end of the week. That would be super bullish. And if we can do that, then our next target would be up at 29,000. So zooming back in on the daily, we are right above this big level here. We did get rejected by this ascending resistance. And if we zoom in further on the 1 hour, you can see what looks like a potential head and shoulders, shoulder here, head here, shoulder here. If we break down from this, then the neckline actually is right on this support line. If we break down from that, then the target would be down around 22,000, which if you take the Fibonacci retracement levels from bottom to top, actually lines up pretty much perfectly with the 61.8. So got some confluence there. So yeah, if we break this neckline, this support here, then we would be likely to head down to around 22,000. That would be the target. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can just keep this uptrend going and stay above this support, or if we're going to break down here in the next few days and see a dump down to 22,000 and then most likely get a bounce there. We'll see what happens, but interesting times. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later.